Hi there, it's Jen from ModernMedicineLady.com and the Empathic Woman System, and the word of the day is douchey. Yep, you heard me right. It's douchey. So my friend Britt Bolnick from Interims Coaching often refers to douchey sales tactics, and talking about that being the thing that so many of us who are heart-centered entrepreneurs just never, ever, ever want to do or be. And you know, douchey sales tactics are all about closing the sale. They're all about mating a quota. They're all about, making a sale regardless of whether or not somebody actually needs the product or the service, and being more focused on just pushing it through and getting somebody to say yes to you than it's about whether or not you have something to offer them, and really about what they need, who they are, and whether it's a good fit. And what I've noticed is that as a highly sensitive empathic person, ever since I've been a tiny little thing, I've been really, really uncomfortable with pushy people, with bossy people. I can sense when somebody has an agenda that they want to push, and especially when they have something that they want from me or they want me to do, and particularly when it goes against my grain or my desire or my will, and I can feel that sort of struggle or tug of war between what they're wanting and basically what I want or need. And it feels really crappy to know that somebody's looking at you as a number, that somebody's basically thinking about you in terms of what can you do for them instead of what can they do for you. And so, if anything, because of this, ever since I have been really young and I first started working as an artist, there has been this sort of thing in me which is incredibly douche averse, and has always wanted to be really mindful of never going over that edge, of never pushing an agenda, of never trying to force a sale or basically push things. And what's been fascinating about this is that I've actually been able to see the ways that this affects my ability to communicate, my ability to put myself out into the world, my ability to make an invitation, my ability to make an offer, and particularly my ability to be really direct about what it is that I have to offer the world. And I've especially noticed the way that it affects my hesitancy to do things like send out an email. And this week in particular has been interesting because I've been participating in my money mindset mentor, say that 5 times fast, Denise Duffield Thomas's Sacred Money Archetypes quiz and course launch. And what's been fascinating is that on one hand, I love her material and I've gotten so much from it, and I personally have learned a lot just by taking the quiz and realizing how particularly some of the qualities I am, because I'm a maverick nurturer celebrity combo. And particularly the maverick is really like the rebel, but also the social justice part of us, and the part that often has a bit of an aversion to something that's just kind of like conventional and sleazy. And so it's been fascinating seeing how this archetype has been affecting my ability to say, hey there's this quiz. It's really freaking awesome. I highly recommend you check it out. You'll probably learn something about yourself. I certainly learned something about myself. But what I've been interested in is that there's one part of me that's like, oh my God, I really want to share this with everybody. And then there's this other part of me that's been experiencing all this resistance because of my fear of coming across as douchey, my fear of coming across as insincere, and my fear of coming across as pushy if I send out too many emails, if I communicate with you too much, that somehow I'm going to be badgering you or pestering you and all of that. And what I realized this week was that, for one thing, that's making the assumption that you guys don't have your own big girl and big boy panties. And that really the truth is you get to decide what works for you. You know whether something's going to be awesome for you or not, usually. Like there's that gut instinct of like, yes, I'd really like to do this, or no, I wouldn't. And my basically putting it out there and saying, hey, you can check this out. That is not me telling you you have to do it. That's just me saying, hey, you can check this out. And I benefited from it. Maybe you'll benefit from it. There's a big difference between doing that and basically just like taking somebody hostage in like a car dealership and not letting them go until they buy a crappy lemon. And so what I've been realizing is that the challenge in this is that the aversion to coming across as pushy and douchey is actually preventing me from making offers to people that are really useful, that actually have some value, and trusting that people are going to make their own decisions, that they can make their own choices. And now I can understand that as somebody who's sensitive, who can feel that energy when somebody's coming at you with that pushiness, that I don't ever want to be doing that. But it's almost like I've been hesitating to the extreme because of this concern, and it's stopping me from putting things out there that I actually believe could be useful and helpful. So I'm really seeing how important it is to trust that if I just am transparent and real and completely let you know where I'm coming from and why I'm doing something, then you get to make up your own mind about what works for you and what doesn't. And that's pretty much it. So I will give you full transparency here and say I love Denise's work so much that I did become an affiliate for her. And so if you click on links and eventually you actually decide that you want to purchase one of her courses or something, there is a chance that I will benefit from that. But the reason I share this stuff with you is, yeah, sure, I'll benefit from that. But the real reason I share it with you is because it helped me, and I actually believe it can help somebody else too. And that's really why I want to share it. So my question to you right now is, if you are an entrepreneurial empath, if you are, not that you're like making your living as an entrepreneur in the empath arena, but if you're an empathic person who's also an entrepreneur, or if you are somebody who is out there and dealing with sales and dealing with negotiation and dealing with management and dealing with the ask a lot of the time, where you're having to negotiate with people in whatever form that is, how often do you find your fear of coming across as bossy, as pushy, and especially as sort of that icky, sleazy, douchey thing, how often is that stopping you from being able to be direct? How often does it have you kind of like being sort of like, I don't know, pussyfooting around something, or avoiding sending out the email, or resisting just taking the bull by the horns and just telling it like it is? So I'd love to hear what you have to say about all of this. Please leave a comment below. And until next word of the day, I'm wishing you peace, I am wishing you ease, and I am wishing you freedom from feeling douchey. So if you are curious about the quiz that I was mentioning earlier, you can go take it at modernmedicineLadyMoneyMagic.com. And also, I just want to let you know that Denise is going to be doing a free webinar tomorrow that is going to be absolutely awesome. And it is totally free. I'm going to leave a link below for you so that you can sign up if you are interested. So until tomorrow and next word of the day, I'm wishing you peace and ease. And if you feel called to do it, go check this stuff out. Honestly, it's really awesome. And working with Denise has been amazing for me. So that's pretty much it. Catch up with you later. Peace.